Hello, Sagittarius. This is your April ego tripping session. I know it's late, but when you think about it, no matter what time you read or listen to a horoscope, it can still apply to you. I really use it as like a record keeping um thing for me. The month that I put in the headings and everything. So, because the idea is for me to do one once a month, but I digress. All right, I do two scenarios. So, these are the two scenarios that could be situations that you may want to work on as far as your shadow work. And these are cards of suggested advice to help with those shadows. So get started with the first one. Can you see? Okay. The first one is love. All right, so let's see what type of shadow, how your shadow is affecting love for my Sagittarius. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right. So, in reference to love, maybe you have some new resources, new businesses, or contract work that is coming through with business partners that could be bringing about, or a career move that could be bringing out promotions or proposals of some sort. It could be love, but that's not the only way that proposals can come through, you know what I mean? So anyway, and it's coming fast to bring about some new changes that is coming into a new field that you may be unfamiliar with. So be mindful of jumping the gun or not um looking at where you're going. And it could be coming from the help of a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But either way, if not, with this masculine energy, it could be something that is beneficial to you, something that you will be very, very good at as far as this career move may go. It's something that you really, really like to do, or maybe something that you thought about doing. And whatever this venture or relationship is, go for it. With this sun card, this is like a truly, truly affirmative yes, positive. With the Queen of Wands, this is fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So this is showing up. This is you showing up in the reading. You, along with the Knight of Wands. So could be two more individuals that you're partnering with. Maybe this is a mother, daughter, father, son, or two like minds coming together to work on something. Y'all may clash. So be mindful of that. Be careful of how you talk to one another, or how try to work together. You don't necessarily have to overpower the other person. Work with each other. Maybe you like to have the upper hand in a relationship, and nothing's wrong with that, but it can almost get a little manipulative, you know, if you know what I mean, to where you're not even giving the other person a chance to really think for themselves. You want to do the thinking for them, or maybe if they don't react the way you do fast enough, you get aggravated and you want to do it yourself. And sometimes you need that help to move things further. Let me see. Can you explain this Queen of Wands in reverse for me, Spirit? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Moon. Okay, so maybe, yeah, when you have an idea about something, you like to keep secrets because you probably want to keep your resources to yourself, but not necessarily. You rather spend someone else's money other than your own, or you just like to save. And there's nothing wrong with being a penny pincher and being frugal. Now, is that the word? Yeah, frugal. But you gotta spend money to make money. So, ooh, okay, yeah. If you don't give, you can't really reap the benefits of it. Because sometimes it's kind of like in a business partnership, you want to use, like, you'll let somebody have say so, and okay, I let you have, I come up with the idea, but you finance it. But when you go to court, or you look at it from a legal standpoint, when you look at it on paper, you probably came up with the idea, but the person who put the money behind it, that's what will hold more weight in court. So, in order for you to have, it's the person who has the most stock in the business that can really have the say so on what's going on, because everybody comes up with ideas, but it depends on, but it's the person who puts physical effort behind it that really gets the ball rolling and can really benefit from it. So it's one thing to love something, have the idea of loving something, but once you have to put effort into it, you can't just say I love somebody. The action has to follow the thought. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you have to start a new beginning on how maybe you view love. Love isn't all about giving. Are you loving someone from a distance maybe? And you expect them, or you always want to be the person in the front of the business of the relationship, and you just want them to hang out in the shadows. That unrequited love, that's what I'm thinking this is all about. Yeah. Okay. So let me just move this up. All right. So you're gonna have to show love the best way you know how. Not trying to. You don't. I'm not saying do extra, but I'm saying don't overweight yourself. And I know maybe you may feel confused or you're not sure of how to show love. There's more than one way to show that you love somebody. There's a book. I don't know how many love languages there are, but maybe you just do what's best for you. And then once you start, and in order for you to turn things around, you're gonna have to be honest. You're gonna have to speak up on the things that you want as far as someone to show love for you, or what you think you're doing to show that you love this person. That's something that you're going to have to look into, and not always, and kind of close off on resources. If you're spending money on a person trying to show love, sometimes that doesn't always help, because you may risk that person just being with you because of what you can do for them. But once you kind of walk away from this cold situation, this cold-hearted way you have about expressing your love, and realizes that resources isn't, what a person does for you doesn't necessarily equate to love. You get to see, you'll probably get more for, you'll get the love that you want. Okay, so if you're in a situation, well, I guess with this picture, it depends on who you are in this image. If you're the person loving on someone and you're not getting that love back, maybe you need to sit back and have a conversation with this person about how you feel, what they need to change their actions. They have to go through more than just showing saying that they love you, and you have to say, okay, I put my foot down. If you really want to be with me, you can't be. Don't call me asking about coming over after 9 o'clock at night. I ain't got time for that. See me during the day and night, not just night at nighttime. Okay, and if you are the person withholding your love and having a person always do for you, you got to be mindful of that, because if you want them to, because there are some people who feel like, okay, fine, you want me to pay your bills, cool, I'll throw a little bit of money at you, but they can go to somebody else for the affection. So is that really what you want? I mean, you can't have it both ways. If you want somebody to be there all the way or half-ass, that's not how things go. That's not how this works out, okay? Because at the end of the day, if you just want them to come around for a little bit, give you what you want, and then at the end of the night you all sad and stuff. So yeah, if you keep trying to manipulate things, it's gonna that ain't gonna work out for you. So don't do that. And you're gonna end up in a situation where you are biting off more than you can chew, or you just looking at it from an immature standpoint, and it's not working out for you with that 9 of Wands. You're gonna have to step up and say what you want. Otherwise, you're gonna end up backed up in a corner, and you're gonna have to fight your way out of this situation. That's not. No, because you don't need anybody. And then, too, you don't need anybody in your face talking about somewhere. Remember when I did this for you, so you owe me something. Because now is not the time to be having somebody throwing something over your head like that. 5 of Emotions. Forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past so that everyone can move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels or those you love to help you move through the process quickly so that you can get back on the path to joy. Okay, so if this is something that you feel like, okay, get out of this space of feeling like, if you holding a grudge with somebody, if you're in a relationship or a business partnership and you holding a grudge, you feel like this person owe you something, I need you to break out of that. Because in life, nobody really owes you anything. People have a right to change their mind just as much as you. And trying to put somebody in a predicament to where they owe you something is not the look. That is not hot. You need to, because you can't make nobody love you. And then, if you try to build a relationship that way, you're going to make the person resent you. It's not going to really feel like love to you. So why even would you rather be fully loved wholeheartedly, or do you want to be resented? I mean, do you want somebody sleeping with you because they feel like they have to, or because they truly love you? And you could tell the difference in those moments. You could tell. You can go to we've seen it all in the mall or in the grocery store, and it's the couple, they're together, but then there's one person walking in the front and the other person in the back, and the person in the back is like looking for someone else to be with, while the other person is just walking like everything is all good and happy because y'all went shopping. But your boo could care less about you. He or she is looking for your replacement. So if that's the kind of love you want, I guess, darling, but I don't know. If that's what love means, child, I'll pass. I'll give me a puppy. I'll give me a nice little dog. Alright, so that was the first scenario. Let's get to the second one. Sexual arts with Sagittarius. So, are you being too freaky or not freaky enough? Let's see what this is about. Alright. Spirit, tell us about this scenario for Sagittarius. the sexual arts. That's too many. But okay, some deserved, long-awaited decisions are being made that are going to be fair. You may not feel like it's fair, but that's just something. I don't think that necessarily have to do with this reading, but if you ever had a question about that, Spirit is answering it right now. All right, let's see. Okay, covering up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, excuse me. All right. Okay. This is interesting. Excuse me. All right. So the sun in reverse is not necessarily negative. It could be, but not as much as, say, this card right here. So maybe there's a relationship or a situation that is ending, coming to a close, is unavoidable. Almost came like a shock to your system. And the decision that you had to make could have evolved a earth sign woman, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could have worked out in their favor. Well, maybe it was a situation with with this person, and it causes you to have to learn a very, very hard truth that broke your heart. But it was based on some it was too much going on. All right, I got a lot of clarifying to do with this one. So let's see. Spirit, clarify this sun in reverse. Clarify this sun in reverse. Okay. Alright, so there were some temptations or something from your past that has to end. Okay. Maybe it was a past relationship or some type of whatever is something that you indulging in that you know you're not supposed to, but not necessarily drugs or alcohol, but you know it's something that feels good. So maybe it's too much sex going on. Maybe you got a relationship where, you know, they got that good, but you know it needs to end. You know you need to let go of that. I mean, because after y'all have sex, y'all kind of like lay in the bed and y'all just look at each other like, okay, so I got to go to work in the morning, right? But you can't really say that no more because most of us is working from home. So, yeah. All right. So, ooh, sorry about the feedback. There's this relationship. The sex is good, but there's no love. Okay, I see it now. There's no love. And you know you need to break away. Because maybe it's affecting your work. And you probably have someone that's telling you, girl, this ain't working out for you. Dude. You know, your boy probably telling you about how he saw this person with somebody else. But you know what they always got? This card flew all the way over here. It's the Queen of Pentacles again. Alright. So, could all of this energy be centered around an earth sign person? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? That just really has you gone. and I get it, they resourceful, they can help you out with things. So, but they kind of crafty with it. This is too many cards, Spirit. I love you, but I need you to kind of like break it down for me. All right, so thank you. Yeah, it's that hard truth again. All right, so maybe you think because the sex is good. All right, you think because the sex is good that everything is working out and that passion is there, and not necessarily sex. It could be something that you feel, it feels good in the moment, but then later on, like when you go shopping, I know, you see them pair of shoes that would look so good with an outfit that you want to wear. I know we can't go out right now, but shoot, there's nothing wrong with shopping to make yourself feel good right now. And we all like to dress up, so sometimes shit, you probably just want to dress up and stunt for Instagram or whatever. I don't know, but there's you see something that you want, and you got to pay rent and pay some bills you want, and even though that iPhone you got right now is working real good, but shoot, ain't nothing wrong with you wanting another phone. But but is it really worth it in the end? I think this is what this is scenario is all about. Are you making decisions? What are you making your decisions on? Are you really doing what's best for you? Are you making decisions right now that don't really work in your favor as far as your resources go? Maybe you need to think like Virgos. They are very mindful and very meticulous about the details. I mean, we've all watched Beyonce's Homecoming and how she had no problem starting over because that light over there in that corner way at the top is supposed to be blue, but right now it's showing it's got a little bit too much green in it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you may have to, so whatever situation got you overindulging in things, you may need to slow down and find out the reasons why, because it's starting to affect other areas in your life. Okay, so let's see how we can help that out. The void. Okay, if you're trying to fill a void, is that why you're overindulging in this one area, because there's something missing? But if that's to, and as much as we like to cover up things, put a band-aid on stuff, eventually you're going to have to rip it off and nurse it back to health. I mean, you can't walk around on crutches forever. Eventually you're going to have to go to physical therapy and get stuff fixed, because if you don't, it can affect you later on in life. All right, so let's see how we can go about working on this void that you're trying to fill the correct way. Okay. All right. So, with that being said, my darlings, okay, don't overindulge. Don't try to make things happen, because when you do that, you get bad news coming your way. You sending out the wrong message when you try to fake the funk like you have everything when you don't, when you have it together and things don't go the way they're supposed to. You taking things out of sequence when you do that. So you need to step back and see what you have and see what you can do and nurture it in it, because when you try to do more than what is necessary, you overwork yourself. And as long as you don't nurture, you don't take the time to look at where you are and don't nurture it, you're gonna stay in this depressive state of wanting to just lay in the bed and look at the phone. And maybe you need to put that phone down and stop. Um, cause Lord knows, I admit it. I love to just browse on social media. I don't like to really post like talking about it. That's my shadow that I need to break out of. One of them is being an introvert. But yet I know when I see people around me doing things and being productive and going outside, it depresses me because I've been sitting at home and not doing anything. But that's my fault. I can't blame that on my friends and my associates for having the initiative and the energy and using it effectively to accomplish things. So you're going to have to get up and move forward and stop trying to blame other people or look at or having a don't be so feisty. I mean, yeah, you're probably upset about the things that happen, and you're going to have to break yourself out of this cycle of thinking about, woe is me, why is everything working out this way? You got to get out of that habit. Okay, so let's see about this Empress in reverse. Ooh. Tell me about the Empress in reverse, Spirit. Queen of Cups in reverse in the Tower. Okay, so if you get out of your emotions, stop. Yeah, the Empress in reverse is similar to the Empress in reverse, because it's like a mother figure that is smothering. So if not necessarily saying you have a mother figure around you who is smothering, but maybe you are trying to avoid maybe you're spending too much time nurturing the wrong things. If you know what I'm saying. You probably have this one idea that you're constantly working on. Or maybe, two, you're in a relationship or a business proposal or business atmosphere where you're the one that's always encouraging other people to do stuff, but you need to encourage yourself. You need to kind of love on you, maybe, and slow down. Because it could be overkill. You know, sometimes flowers can outgrow a pot. And then eventually you have to either take that root, break it up, and put it into other pots, or otherwise it's just going to kill the plant in itself. So you may have to kind of cut yourself loose from something that you look at things and see where you are spending too much time on. You're spending too much energy on it, trying to make it produce, when you putting your energy, you have a lot of energy, but you're putting it in the wrong things. Point blank, period. It's something else you need to be putting this energy into. And if you don't, you're going to overexert yourself. So you need to sit down and figure out where you're going too far at. Yeah, King of Wands, you running around like a chicken with your head cut off. And you need to stop. That was the King of Swords that came out. Be mindful of where you put your energy. Kind of get out of your feelings about things. And just look at things from the right place. Alright? Make a decision for yourself to do what's best for you, and do it wisely. Not necessarily say just run around and start, okay, I'm done. Because it would be nice if we can cut some things out cold turkey, but that's not how it goes. It takes time. It takes 30 days to build a habit. So be mindful with yourself. Okay, Spirit, can you give us a card of advice for this? Can we get a card of advice, please? Two of Thought. Your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward. You have multiple options that you're reviewing and you seem to be unable to choose. Ask your angels for signs as to what direction to take, or just listen to your own inner voice. Deep down, you know what to do. Okay, so you already know what area in life is being left unattended. And you have the energy to take care of it, but you're taking that energy and you double down. You're doubling, you know, you're doubling down, and you're putting it towards something else, something that probably is working fine, but you're trying to get that to move forward. Stop it. Don't do it no more. Take that energy and use the time that you have and put it towards that thing that you looking for, that the right thing to fill that void. Not necessarily a person. It's you can't feel whole by putting a band-aid on it. I don't know how else to put it. Work on it, nurture it. It's gonna take time to heal it. It's not something you'll feel fine overnight. That's not how it goes. I wish it was that way, because trust, if I wish I could just snap my fingers and put $1 million in my account, I would love it. And I would, or snap my fingers and find a cure for, this thing we got going on. Pick your poison on the thing that you think I'm talking about and fix it. It would be nice, but unfortunately we can't do that. Alright, but so we just gonna have to take time, be patient with ourselves, and move forward that way. Okay, so alright, this is the readings for Sagittarius. Leave comments below, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay.